Hello everyone, Ken and Loy here, getting back to Resident Evil 1 Remake, and I am in the staircase to the second floor in the mansion. So I was, I did actually record a part 4 before this, but I decided to scrap it because it was pretty much like 5 minutes of me finding new stuff, but then the 15 minutes being like a headless chicken. So I decided that that was probably not the best thing to finish to upload. So, and unfortunately I did have to look up a walkthrough at least to get to the very first item box. So there is that. Now, to save ammo, what people usually... It kind of looked like what people did. Okay, so he's done. Unfortunately, I did waste the defensive item, but I did save some handgun bullets, so it's okay. But going in this room, we find an item right there, but first let's get the handgun bullets so I don't forget it. Will you take the handgun magazine? In this game, ammunition stacks in one inventory space, so you don't need to worry about using multiple for ammo. So that is very nice to know. And I only have one inventory space, and that means I'm going to have to not pick up any extra stuff, but the stuff that I need until I get that box. So, examining an item. From the status screen, select an item, and then select the examine command. And then the details of the item will be displayed. So that's important, because when we examine the golden arrow and check it, the arrowhead looks like it can be removed. The arrowhead is made from peridot? Still not sure how to say that. Sometimes referred to as a poor man's emerald. So now that we have the arrowhead, I can go out to the outside location to put the arrowhead in the grave site. And this door can be unlocked from this side. And then this door is locked from the other side. But unlocking this, if it'll let me go in it, will make it so that it is easier to get back to where we need to go. So the zombie is still on the other side, so let's avoid him. So going down the staircase, we enter this door. And very camouflaged door here. So we enter what seems to be a graveyard. And over in this location, there is shotgun shells on the floor there. But I can't pick it up until I get that item box. And there's something behind this gate. It's locked from the other side, so we'll get to that later. So the emerald arrowhead is for this. A tomb engraved with the picture of an angel. There's an indentation in the shape of an arrowhead. So go ahead and use that. And that unlocks it for us. In the walkthrough, it did seem like they were probably doing the hardest difficulty, because in this graveyard area there was actually a zombie in there, so difficulty not only probably increases the health of the enemies, but also the frequency that you fight them in. So, what do these have to say? The stone statue with a hole where the eyes should be. A stone statue with the holes where the eyes, nose, and mouth should be. A stone statue with a hole where the nose should be. A stone statue where the mouth should be. So, that, I mean, to me, that sounds like a puzzle of some sort. Unfortunately, at this point, we actually don't do anything with those. Chain is moving. Where could it lead? The chain is moving. You don't say! And when I first entered this area, that sound effect that the chains were making was very ominous to me. So, here's one of the big obstacles that I encountered with that kind of made me have to look up a walkthrough. So, in my mind, based on my experience with the key trap on the third floor, to me, this looks like a trap because of the chains and the thing, and what seems to be a metal coffin on the top. And then you see here, a book is fitted perfectly in the indentation. When it says stuff like that, that makes me think that it is a trap. But, it turns out, you can pick up the Book of Curses, and nothing happens. Well, as far as I'm aware. And this is an item that you need to get a key in order to open up to the item storage box. So, let's take a look at this Book of Curses. Check. It is titled Book of Curses. A key is embedded in the back cover. Will you remove it? Yes. You got the mansion key. And when you open up the Book of Curses, it says the 4 masks. A mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all 4 fall into place, evil will awaken. So I'm sure that refers to the 4 statues, but from what I looked, it didn't really seem like I needed to do anything specific here at the moment. Could be wrong, because I tried to look at it as vaguely as possible for me to spoil as little as possible, but we'll see. Well, let's head into the mansion if the camera wants to cooperate. There we go. So yeah, with that experience, that really rubbed me the wrong way when playing this game. That on the 3rd floor, with that trap with the key, like, it's pretty obvious, but I decided to do it anyway, just because. But with the Book of Curses to get that key, in my mind, that looks like a trap too. It looks like that level of trap. But it ends up not doing anything. And it has an item that is essential to arguably one of the most important things in the game. The item storage box. So, yeah, that does not make me feel good at all. So does it even say anything about the mansion key? There's nothing. There's nothing unusual about this key. You know, the diamond shape. Don't worry about it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's see. So it seems like we have 3 locked doors that we may or may not be able to open. It's locked. An emblem of armor is carved into the lock. Okay. Come on, camera, work with me. So what is this? You cannot carry any more items. Okay. It's locked from the other side. Can't carry any more items. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. An open journal. The pages are blank. Okay. But there is something on the table. See, again, yeah, you can't carry any more items. So in one room, there are 2 items, and then 1 item right from the outside. So, yes. No. Trying to save at least some ammo. I think I'm getting better at this already. Okay, he's pooling. Very good. So yeah, that was kind of a trick that that I pulled up from either the walkthrough or I did watch a little bit of Rowan Mithrill's Resident Evil 1. Oh, I guess there's a zombie downstairs somewhere, I think. That must be it. Let's go to this other room first. And I was kind of curious to see, you know, what the differences between the remake and the original was. And there are quite a few differences, actually. So a bunch of items I can't pick up. And I can't drop items either. And that is a locked door, okay. It's locked, an emblem of the helmet. Okay. So yeah, it would be nice if I could, like, make a mark of those items on the ground or something. But Resident Evil 1, what I can say about it is that it is a lot more generous than the remake seems to be, or at least at the very beginning of the game. For an example, when you see Kenneth's body, fighting zombies is intense. But like I was saying, the differences between the original and the remake is that the original, when you examine Kenneth's body at the very beginning of the game, I can't tell, well, I can't seem to attack him anymore. You get 30 handgun bullets right from the start. So, I mean, if you gave me 45 total handgun bullets at the very start of the game, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't really be afraid of nearly as much. Well, there is a room down here that I can explore. So we're going into, like, the, okay, here it is. The storage box room. So we get some free stuff in there as well. That is very nice. And now that I know that the knife is actually a lot more useful than I gave it credit for, if you use it correctly, it isn't so bad. The blue gemstone there. Don't know if I really need anything specifically. Fuel canteen? Interesting. You can carry this with you to fuel to light a few times with a lighter. Huh. Okay. It says 0 though. And I did see the lighter earlier in that other room. I will put the green herb in there because we did get a bunch of herbs earlier. Special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding those beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are a few ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Currently, there are 2 known methods to cease their resurrection: incineration or destruction of the head, which it didn't really look like I could actually aim for the head, so okay. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. Wait, what? You still who have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor. Take. Huh. Okay. You'll need something to light with, which you'll need to find for yourself. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. And more handgun bullets. Very nice. So on the map, it says typewriter and item box. Very nice. Okay, so Oh, okay. That's very nice. I'm not sure how often I'm gonna use that, to be honest. So basically, in other words, as soon as you... We'll take the grain herb and put it in a item box. Yeah, this is gonna be the stage where, since I only have 2 item spots, I'm gonna have to go back and forth to this box many times, aren't I? But I am gonna keep that full heal on me, just as a reserve. Zombie is still dead. Okay, good. And then there are plenty of items up here. And it is very nice as soon as you do get the item box that they do give you some more ink ribbons, but I kind of would have liked them to give me at least 1 or 2 more earlier from now. Oh well. But now that I have an item box to begin with, hopefully I won't need to look at a walkthrough any longer. So... and let's combine these. And I'm not quite sure what the red herb does. I forget. I think blue removes poison, green is healing, and a herb, an herb, not a herb, an herb, that grows in the wilds of this region. So you're not gonna tell me what it does? Okay. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure blue removes poison, green is heal, and red... I'm not sure what red does. And this kind of definitely brings attention to the whole item inventory system. I'm pretty sure I did mention this in one of the earlier parts, that while I do understand that having a limited inventory does make it so that the player needs to decide what they bring with them, and that can be very good for the horror aspect. But at the same time, you get to the point in this game where when you have like 2 or 3 items in one room, and you only have 2 inventory slots because you need a slot for ammo, a healing item, and whatever, it just becomes tedious. And definitely, I prefer the Silent Hill way of doing it by not limiting your inventory. Oh, come on, why I can't? There's no knob on this door you can't go through? Really, no. Okay. You unlocked it. What? 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 What is the point of that? Okay, so... that's so stupid. Okay, I mean, maybe it isn't stupid, but it just... Will you take the wooden mount? I guess. I mean, it's... You're gonna have to come back through here 2 times, I think, because of that. Guess it reminded me to take that. Kind of forgot about that. I was more interested in the lighter and whatnot. But having that one-way door... Will you take the dog's whistle? Not... I guess I forgot the handgun magazine. Good thing I came back for that. So we have a dog's whistle and then a lighter. I guess I'll take the dog whistle first. A crumpled memo. Today, Sir Spencer told me to hide something where no one could find it. Well, I had this idea. I figured if I could somehow make it protected by a dangerous animal like the vicious canine that lives here, no one would be able to get near it. As far as I could tell, the mutt is always hanging around the 2nd floor balcony on the west side of the terrace, and he thought that, he ought to come running at the sound of a dog whistle. That is where you come in. The thing is, I reckon you're the only person that can get near that dog without risking a serious mauling. Yeah, the dogs are very dangerous in this game. Which means only you can put this collar on him. The object that Sir Spencer wants hidden is concealed inside. You're the only person I can trust with this. Of course, you'll need to get something out of it as well. Remember that certain item that you've always wanted to get a hold of? Well, in exchange for your services, I just might be able to get it for you. This could work out well for the both of us. John Tolman. That does not fill me with confidence. So, in the original Resident Evil 1, you actually fight the dogs pretty early on, but they're a lot more manageable to fight, though. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in that sense. That you get more ammunition and stuff early on, but you have to fight harder enemies also early on. By blowing it, use of dogs. You can call a dog with this whistle. Well, why would I want to activate that then? And I don't think I looked at this. Wooden mount. There's nothing unusual. If there's nothing unusual, then why did you pick it up? You know what? This looks oddly suspicious to looking like the Book of Curses. Huh. That is very suspicious. I guess I'm gonna have to come back for the lighter later. But with that, we did make a pretty good amount of progress. So, I'm gonna go back to the item box, unload, and save. And hopefully, like I said, from now on I won't need to look at a walkthrough to potentially spoil things, because now I effectively have infinite inventory spaces. And it would have been nice if they introduced this a little bit earlier, but it kind of is what it is. I think what bothers me the most about it is that they introduce the item box with the Book of Curses that, like I said, they based on the experience that I had with the previous trap, it certainly looked like it was a trap, and having something that important to my progress that basically halts all progress that I could possibly make at this point, that is what really rubs me the wrong way. But hopefully I can put that behind me, since I have now found it. So, with that decent progress, I think in the next part we're going to do some picking up some inventory stuff to put in my box. Maybe I'll do that off camera, like the shotgun shells and the lighter and stuff. Maybe I'll just do that off camera just to make it a little bit easier. But with that, thank you very much for watching. It's an old typewriter. Oh, I forgot to grab the ink ribbon. Whoops. But with that, thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful day.